We are back home on one of my home rivers trying to get after the pigs again, but we got a bunch of rain and all the woods are flooded. The river's basically flowing through the woods. I've never been to this part of the river, so I don't really know it. And all I'm trying to do is just see what's out here and hopefully maybe find some high ground. If I can find some high ground, you know, with the water being up like this, that's where the pigs are going to be. But I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not. We're just going to have to see. So all of this was underwater a week ago. This whole place was flooded. And so any sign that I find is going to be pretty hot. I mean, the hogs should be on it if I can find some sign. So I think I'm just gonna get out here and poke around a little bit. It looks like it just kind of got a little bit of a sand ridge here. It just kind of keeps getting a little higher and a little higher. So this looks like a good spot. Hadn't been off the boat for 5 seconds and I already found some hog sign. This stuff was before the flood though. This is they've definitely been in here though. That's awesome. I like that. All right, I'm gonna have to pick my way through here because it's kind of interlaced with these little channels and stuff, and the water's still kind of high up here, so I only have knee boots on. This whole place is tore up. And this is fresh too. But I just happened to land on this like little teeny tiny island. There's a creek channel that runs around it. It's probably only about 2-3 acres. And so I'm gonna have to get back in the boat and go over to the main island because I can't get off of this thing. But there's pig sign everywhere. I'm just walking it just to make sure they're not on here right now, but I think I pretty much walked the whole thing. They must be swimming the channel back and forth. But this is encouraging. If I stay into this stuff, I'll find some pigs today. So that is super encouraging. Finding all that sign right off the bat, and fresh sign too. Got maybe 100 yards up here before I can get past that little creek channel. I'll get over on the main island and hopefully catch up with those guys. They couldn't be far. Dog's about 100 yards from me. Yep, they done smelled me. Damn it. I don't know if you could ever see those pigs or not, but there was a pretty good little group of them. I could still see them through there, but they're on to me. The wind just right off the back of my neck. Some hogs up here about 60 yards. Looks like a pretty good sized hog, but the wind is terrible right here. pretty good sized sow, but she had a bunch of little bitty ones with her. I don't want to mess with her. There was one little red hog in there that was probably 20 pounds, but they all come in downwind of me again. The wind in here it's just kind of swirling all over the place, like it's going that way now. It was going the other way earlier. It'll stay steady for about a minute and a half before it switches. So I got all the way back to the boat, looked down at my tripod, and my GoPro was not there. And so I started backtracking, and luckily I was within Bluetooth range of it and decided to use that locate camera feature on your GoPro app. It actually freaking worked. I never would have found this without that. It was underneath one of these palmetto fronds. That's amazing. That is amazing. Make sure your GoPro is screwed down good. All right, so I've pretty much hunted this island out. Ran into those, I think it was the same group of pigs. I just ran into them twice. Pretty good sized sow, had a bunch of little bitty ones with her. There were some other hogs with them when I first saw them, but they, they caught my wind and run off, and I don't know if they split up. I doubt it. They probably just were all together and I just didn't see the other ones. It's getting a little bit later in the day. The wind is just, it's not steady at all. I'm hoping that it'll get a little bit more steady as the day goes on, but who knows? In the mountains, the wind is shifty, but you can kind of count on it. I mean, early in the morning and late in the evening, you've got those mountain thermals you can count on, but here it's like, you don't know which way it's going to be going. So it looks like if I go up here another maybe 100 yards or so, there's another big island just that way. That looks like it has this same type of kind of mixed oak stuff right around the edge of it. I don't really know which way to come in. The wind is generally kind of going this way, but it's coming off the back of my neck right now. I think it's just going to be a get lucky when you get close to them, and hope you're just going to have to get lucky and have a steady wind. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paddle up here. There's another little creek, river that kind of goes this way. I'll go down that, hit the bottom end of that island, park the canoe there, or the kayak, and hunt my way up. That was cool. I was trying to get him on slow-mo on my phone. Didn't work. Too quick. Wouldn't take much to get over these boots in here. I got a little bit wet. So this is all hog sign, but it's all old, like really old. You can see where the ground's been torn up, but the water washes over it and washes all the dirt out of the roots and just leaves the roots, kind of washes the soil away. I don't know, I've been on a couple of, I've got out of the canoe or the kayak a couple of times and walked around and haven't seen any sign that's since since it's all flooded. So I haven't seen anything that's fresher than about a week or so. I have no idea how old this stuff is, but they've been here, but they're not here now. I might stop one more place before I head to the house, but been tough after I found those ones. Meh. Little whitetail. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, all these little islands, they all look the same. They're really not any different. They all have hog sign on them. But that first island that I stopped at just happened to be where the pigs were and where they have been recently. And so, you know, they're there today. You might come back tomorrow and they may be on this island, or who knows where. On these, you know, if they're left alone, they'll stay there. But when people come in and hunt them and bump them around, there's no telling where they're going to be. So you just kind of keep stopping and checking places out, looking for fresh sign. When you find the fresh sign, the pigs are going to be there. They're not going to be very far. You just have to find, they're so mobile that it can be hard to find that fresh sign.
But we'll get into them. Season's just getting started, so stay tuned.